Hello and welcome to the Microstakes Poker Grinder. This is hand 15 of my 100 days of hand reading challenge to myself. So I have split suits, free templates. You can get those at splitsuit.com. There's lots of other goodies too. This is a pay for your, or name your own price when you get this tool here. And then I have my handy dandy Flapzilla Pro. This is my first hand reading example that I'm going to do with Flapzilla Pro. We're going to do range versus range. I'm going to do myself versus my opponent. I do not know what my cards are going to be. I have all my hands that went to showdown selected. I have all my cards removed and any information that tells me if I won or lost. So I sorted them by my line, and I'm gonna go through here and select a hand. I don't have any river information on this one, unfortunately, but let's give it a shot. Looks like I raise, check, bet, unopened pot. I'm in early position. Okay, so I should have a fairly tight range. Let's, no, I didn't want to see. Let's open up a different hand and we'll shut off our hero's hole cards. Alright, so let's pick a different one then. Check, call, check, call, check, call. Raise, check, bet, raise, call. This one was yesterday. I remember that hand. We can't do that one. I saw raise, check, bet. Raise, bet, check, or call, check. Raise, bet, check, call. Unopened versus two limpers, one raiser, raise, bet, raise. Let's go with this hand here. Alright, shut that off. And okay, what do we got? Where am I? Let's back up. Alright, so I'm up against Ray Rivero. I have 342 hands on him. Let's fill out the information here. 2, 9, 7, 9, 3. Okay, let's play. What do we got? We got a razor, just a mid-raise, okay. And I am what do we know about this guy? He limp folds 45, 3 bets. Fold the 3 bet 29%. So he's kind of sticky pre-flop. He opens about 21% of the time. So, alright. So I raise him 3 times his raise about, and he just calls. Alright, let's construct his range. Let's start out with 21%. We'll include all pocket pairs. think we could go down to ace-9 with him there. Those suited connectors. Alright, so he raises, but then he doesn't shove over the top of my raise. So I don't think he has ace-king in his range. Aces or kings, because he doesn't re-raise. So about a 20% range, okay. And I've been just raising my hands, it looks like. I have only 18 hands at this table. And raising 17%. And do I have any 3-bet stats? 3-betting 25% of the opens. Huh. Interesting. Let's widen up my range a little bit then. Between 17 and 25 in there. But I have a feeling it would be tighter if I'm 3-betting. I would not 3-bet any of those hands. Maybe 9s and 8s I would 3-bet. But he's pretty sticky. He only folds 29% of the time. So I'm probably going for value here. I'm gonna have to give myself a really narrow range, because I don't think I would 3-bet unless I was going for value. Unless I saw him being weak too. Alright, let's start out with that. So how do I copy this range now? So like I said, this is my first time using Flapzilla Pro for doing hand reading videos. Let's mark in. I like how you can do range for range though. That's pretty neat. Percent form. That is a 10%. Combos of 142. And what's his here? 20%. And 274 combos. Alright, let's see what the flop is. 449. Alright, let's put that in. 4 clubs. 4 diamonds. 9 of clubs. So 50. Trying to figure out what this gray area means. Alright, what kind of action do we see? He is first to act, T-Bone, or no, Ray Rivero. Let's see what he does. Check. So what does he check with? Oh, we're taking out 4s because it automatically did that. Nice. And 9s. Oh, okay, so it kind of faded out the pocket pairs. So he would check with all his 4s, enticing me to bet. I think he would check with his entire range except for like 10-9. He might lead out. Well, I think he would check his entire range. Ace 4, maybe he would bet that. Ace 9. Yeah, but maybe not. Only part of the time. I don't think I can remove anything from his range right now. Let's see what he does with my 10 3/4 pot sized bet. So what am I doing? What am I betting with? I think I'm betting with most of my range here, thinking that he missed the flop since he checked to me. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna bet with all that. Alright, let's fill in. Alright, so their range equity looks like it's 61%. And my equity, I know their range equity is 44. And mine is 55. That's up here in the top. Alright, what does Ray do? So I can't reduce my flop range at all on either one of these guys, because I think they would play it that way, check with all of his range, even his made hands. His flush draws he might bet out, try to scare me away. Alright, but I think he probably has some bigger cards and just miss the flop. Let's see here, if he calls. He just calls. So what does he just call with after my bet? It's 2s, 3s, and it's a 3/4 size bet. 4s, I think he would re-raise. Light, 5, 6, 7s, 8s. 9s he would re-raise. All these hands I think he would call as connectors. I don't think he would call with any of this garbage. Maybe one straight with king, queen. King, jack. Ace 9s, jack 10. His suited. Yeah, he would keep all those in. So we can narrow him a little bit here. I'll copy that range. Put that in. Alright, so that brings 40, 47 and 52. How many combos does he have? 168 and mine hasn't changed. So 12%, 142 combos. Let's correct that. Alright, turn card. Let's see what that is. Jack of clubs. Oh. Stop. I want to see what happens. I didn't mean to play that. I didn't look either. So, I didn't ruin anything. Jack of clubs. So 4 of clubs. 9 of clubs. Ace of diamonds. Or 4 of diamonds. Okay. Then we get the Jack of clubs. Let's put that in there. Alright. So let's see what he does on the turn here. He checks. What does he check back with? I suppose he would check back all his main flushes, ace high flushes, his king high flushes. He might check those back. All of his flushes he may check back. King jack, I think he would. It's a scary board. Like, I could see him check calling with all of this range here. The ace 10, no. His jack, if he hit a set of jacks, would he lead out even though the flush came? That's tough. It's hard to narrow him here. I'm gonna leave it at that. And me, now I come out with a smaller bet this time. That's like a 4th pot, fifth of a pot. So, am I going for value here? Do I not want him to fold? He doesn't fold a lot on the turn. Or the flop, so that's interesting. Am I going for value? What am I doing that with? My jacks, they're in my range, but not the flush of jacks, because the jack of clubs is there. King, jack, king, queen. I don't think if I missed completely, I would bet another straight here, especially low. Ace king suited, yeah, if they're clubs, all of these, I would keep them if they're clubs. Alright, let's go with that range. Their turn range, that's my turn range. Let's see here. Alright, so that leaves him at 37% equity. And me at 62. And we got 12% for their range and 143 combos. Narrow myself down to about 7%, and how many combos? 81. what does he do? Does he call or raise? Oh. 3x raise here. Alright, let's look at his range again. What does he do that with? He does that with his jacks. Not ace 9. Ace jack maybe. King jack. Not king queen. Not ace queen. All of his flushes. Yep. So let's adjust his range. And what do I do here? I jam all in. Alright. So I bet I hit the jacks. How much do I have? 7.5. I'm not going to modify my range. I think I'm going for value here. I think I have the best hand. Let's see what comes in the river. 3 of spades. 3 of spades. Let's work that down. 3 of spades. And we're both all in, so can't range us anymore. Let's just see what we got. 8-10. 8-10, is that in his range? No, right outside of what I had for him. Huh. Suited capper he called with. And ace king. I knew I was going for value. Ace king suited right there. Big flush. Well, I ranged myself through the streets, realized I was going for value. And the villain limped or mid raise with 8-10 suited. Huh. Fishy play. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, that was hand 15. Thanks for watching again. If you had a different read throughout those streets, leave your comments below. Visit my site, MicroStakes Poker Grinder, for all of my hand reading videos. I have some free push fold charts out there. I'm going to add some opening range charts too. And I'm looking to do a HUD review too of my HUD and explain the stats and how I have it laid out in the near future. Hit like, subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you next time. Keep on grinding.